Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss with you on a topic counseling. Now, this video I have prepared from the exam point of view. Now what is counseling? Swallow, he defined counseling as a process of helping individual to use information and advice so that he or she can solve his/her present problem or cope with it successfully. So we help the individual to solve his or her problem. Now, counseling emphasizes on social, personal, and emotional problems of the individual. Now, here one more term comes. Usually, we intermix them like guidance and counseling. So, guidance mainly emphasizes on the educational, vocational, and occupational problems. Like in education, what type of course they should choose, or vocation in the job, what kind of job they should choose. So on that guidance offers, but counseling is related to the interpersonal relation mainly, we can say. Then guidance focuses on helping individual choose, whereas counseling focuses on helping them make changes. Like for example, a child chooses a medical stream, but now he is finding very difficult, so at that moment the counseling is required, that how he can change in himself or anything else so that he is comfortable. Now counseling is to be done, then the foremost thing is the setup. So there are three aspects of counseling setting. First is physical setup, like the area where this counseling session is to be done, then sitting arrangement, and the proximity between the counselor and the client. Now like physical setting is regarded, then like what type of room is there, and the color combinations. It should not be too flashy, cool color should be there, soothing color, proper light should be there, clutter free, it should be neat and spacious. Then sitting arrangement, that it should not be like table is there in between the client and the counselor. They should sit at 90 degree to each other, and with the table lying side by to them, nearby to them. Then proximity, it should be that between the counselor and the client it should be 30 to 39 inches, and no phone calls should be there when or other things that should be kept in mind, that during when the counseling is being done, then the counselor should not attend any phone calls, or he should put a board of no disturbance, and code of ethics of course he should follow. Then what are the characteristics of effective counselor? There are 13 qualities or 13 characteristics are given. Now I have marked them like this. Goose, 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 CAS, CAS, CW, NSU. So from the first letter we can make out like goose, G is genuineness, then open-mindedness, O objectivity, and so on. So genuineness means that he should be real. The counselor should not act like with facade, or he should be act without facade. Deceptive expressions he should not carry. Then open-mindedness, he should be able to accommodate nature, feeling, perceptions of the client, even if they are different from the person. Like what counselors thinks, he's from his point of view, the client's point of view may not be same, but he should receive it with open-mindedness. Then objectivity, observe happening from the neutral frame, not from the perception biases or expectations. He should act according to me, he should have acted like this me. So he should be objective in that. Then self-awareness. So before starting with the counseling session, he should be aware of his own feelings, his own perceptions, his own thoughts, and that will help in building the trust and communication. He will be able to communicate clearly with the person. He is self-aware. Empathy means that putting your shoes in the client, that you should be able to understand that through what problem that client is going on. So there are two types of empathy. Primary empathy is understand the client And advanced empathy is that client explore themes, issues and emotions that are new to him. Confrontation challenge client to examine, modify, control his behavior. Confrontation is not sense that he should argue with him or her. It means that if he is repeating the same behavior again and again, then the counselor can ask that why he is repeating this behavior. Is there any benefit he or she is getting from that? And attentiveness, that is must, that when the client is telling sharing his her views, then he should be attentive enough. Now attentiveness can be verbal and non-verbal. Whatever the client speaks, he should understand that, like and in between he can probe, request clarification. And non-verbal, there this abbreviation is given solar, as like face. She should square his counselor should squarely face the person, so that good communication can be done. Then adopt, he should be able to adopt his communication. And lean, he can lean toward the, so that toward the client, so that interaction is good but not too much lean. Then eye contact should be there, proper eye contact. And after adopting all these behaviors, he should sit in a relaxed manner. Then sensitivity, he should be deeper, he should give deeper spontaneous response to the client's needs and doubts. He should be sensitive, a natural response he should give. Then concreteness, should ability to listen what is being said instead what is implied. He should not be judgmental, that drawing the perceptions or on its own. Warmth, non-judgment, patience, attentiveness, all these they lead to the warmth. Then non-dominance, sit back and allow client to initiate and direct the course of interview. Sense of humor, he should give funny response, but its timing and sensitive should be keeping in mind. And non-judgmental, positive and unconditional positive regard. He should be non-judgmental, positive and genuine disposition toward the client. So all these characteristics should be present in counselors.